Hello, 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 my darlings. It's Friday, and you know Georgianne doesn't work on the weekend. I am just so happy about today, Friday. I had so much fun today, just lots and lots of fun. I wore my new Delta dress. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, I'm sorry, you can't see. Anyway, my new Delta dress, and then people like my vintage blouse today, and so I just thought it was just fun. Today we're gonna have Georgianisms, and why is that? It was good to be out with my classmates today. You know, we are all 79, 80, 80, 81. And we had to meet today over at the hotel where we'll be celebrating our 60 years out of Spelman. And I just thought about friendship and being friends with people. 60 years out of Spelman, 60 years we have been away from Spelman College. We met each other when we were 15. Somebody was 15, somebody was 16, some was 17, some were 18 years old. That's why we have different ages right now. And so it was just exciting to be there and to talk to one another. It was about 5 of us on this committee. I had to be somewhere at 10:30 in the morning. My goodness, you know, slice of life, a slice of life. Welcome. Um, I'm not a morning girl. I'm up all. I love being up at night, get things done. I can just hear. I can hear God speaking. I can hear so many ideas come to me at night. And so 10:30 in the morning. But it was fun being there. I just thought about friendship. Today I want to talk about friendship. Just me talking to you. Just me talking to you. You're my friend. I'm your friend. Really. I'm your friend and you're my friend. And how did I come to all of this today? I came to all this today because, you have to want to get up and volunteer and do things like we did today. You have to love one another to want to go get up and go to a hotel, figure out the schematic and lay everything out for 80, 80, 81, 82-year-old people. Some people you haven't seen. Some people you haven't seen. They used to be a roommate. It was just wonderful. And so, friendship is a funny thing. Don't if you think about how when you were a kid, everybody's your friend. We have a little well, I won't talk about her, but I just like the way she says, he's my friend, she's my friend, he's my friend. When you're young, he's my friend, she's my friend, he's my friend, she's my friend. You just think about people being your friend. And then you grow up and you find out that some people that you thought were your friend, you think that a long time till you get burned by some people and then you find out they aren't your friend. But today I think we can think about we're the ones who are left in our class. Whatever happened in college or whatever happened in the dorm, and all that is a moot point at this point. It really is. So I said that to you. You got some people that you don't speak to anymore. You don't like. I heard stories today of people just don't like people. They just don't like them. And they don't like them because they exist. That is so crazy to me. Because, you got to face God. You got to go talk to somebody to try to get in heaven. You just don't roll up in there, okay? It's some accountability. Excuse me for drinking. But I said all that to say that I think friendship is so important. I did a song about it. I played it in another video. I want Bunny Raitt to sing my song, Can't We Be Friends? And when I wrote that song, I wrote it for my play. In my play, I have a play, a musical, 3-act. Yeah. Ain't Nobody Dancing. And one of the songs is Can't We Be Friends? So I like for you to go to Amazon or go to YouTube or go to Spotify or call Alexa or however you do it. Ask for Georgianne One Woman Show. And I think it's on One Woman Show or just Georgianne Thomas or however you have to do to get the song Can't We Be Friends? I asked what happened to friendship and what happened to trust? What happened to all that? So I don't know. So I want you to listen to that song and think about friends, people you were friends with in elementary school, people you were friends with in high school, people you're friends with in college, people you just friends that helped you along the way. Where are they now? And how friends are for a season sometimes. Sometimes God sends you people just to help you through that little part. Just that. And then you go here, you don't know what happened to them. You're like, what happened? What was that person's name? You look in your old phone books. Back in the day, you know, we used to have something called a phone book. And something looked like this. And in the phone book, you had ABC, had the alphabet, and you had people's names in there. Go back and look at those names. And you say, who are these people? I don't remember them. What was the occasion we were friends? And there's some people that think the same way about you. You see? But life is cyclical, as you know. It just rotates and rotates, and you run into this one and a different version of that friend and another version of this friend and a new version of another friend. It's just something. Life is you have to be an adult. No, I said it takes stamina to be an adult. It does. And you need friends. You just can't, what I tell you about silos. Remember one of my other slices of life, I talk about a silo. You know, you just can't, you need friends. You believe it or not. So where am I going with all this? Well, I was so happy to be out with my Spelman College class of 1964 classmates today. And there we were, two had canes. I left my cane in the car because I got on my cute clothes today. You see, I got on my Spelman, and I got on this vintage shirt, 1999, okay? Just all kind. I got it in 1999, but anyway, it's a vintage shirt. But anyway, I just felt good about getting my clothes on and getting out the house and turning the wrong way into the hotel and then going on and saying, well, I'm 81. Just, I've learned to do that now. And for those of you who knew, I've had cancer 3 times and I'm a survivor. And so being a survivor, I can just tell you a lot about what it means to be a survivor. I don't have my teeth, don't have my hair, but still, you know, I got something going on here. Anyway, I like all this today. And that's how I want you to be. You see, this is what I want for you. When your friends, you and me and all our friends, this is what we want. A well-lived life. And you have that with friends. Friends are wonderful to have. They call and check on you. You call and check on them. You see, so today, starting the day, I was at the hotel out there on, where was I? On Camp Creek. Camp Creek was on Camp Creek? Yes, on Camp Creek. Looking at hotels and talking about where our event was going to be and how it's going to be set up. And just looking forward to seeing people that are coming from all over the country to celebrate the 60 years. Now, we don't know about 65 years. I think by that time, we need to have it at Piccadilly and be done with it. But I think this is the last big ceremony we're going to have. I mean, I think it's nice for us to do 60 years. 60 sounds good. It's momentous that we made 60 years out of college. And we were able to see each other. So when I left those friends, guess what? I went and had a lunch with Wayne McMillan. You know I love Wayne McMillan. All of you know I love Bruce Wayne McMillan. I said, did you remember when I said we wouldn't be married long? He said, we would have gotten a divorce at the altar. He said, because you would have been late. Oh, that's terrible when people know you like that. Isn't that sad? But anyway, we're such good friends. And you know, you just, I look back over how protective he was of me working out there at the airport. And I told you I like to work with Cortez Brown and Ernie Tate and Steve Yakas. That was the team. That was the dream team as far as I'm concerned. And then I went on with Sandra English. What I want to say, Sandra East Jackson. You know, when we moved into. I moved into another level. I was on the staff for training. But when you were talking about working at the airport, we had so much fun. And then Wayne, we traveled a lot, Wayne McMillan and I. And he taught me a lot about dressing. And I already knew how to dress, but I thought I knew some things. But, you know, you always learn a little bit more. He added some more stuff. I was like, ooh. I think I was just his living doll. I just enjoyed being with him so much. And so we're still friends. And kudos to his sister, who is doing better now. I think she's home from the hospital. So I'm glad. Hey, Joanne. And so I wear this jewelry right here. This piece right here, his late mother. These pearls are from my daughter's wedding. And this is from Wayne gave gave me this from his mother. His mother's true. I loved his mother. But today I got this from Wayne. Isn't this beautiful? Look at this. I want you all to see. We at the Chick-fil-A, sitting at the counter. He pulls out this little, you know how you have jewelry in a little case. I thought I said, you can ready to propose. He like, girl. He said, if you don't like it, then Avalon. So Avalon, if you're watching this, you know, this might be ours, you know, because he loves you dearly. But right now, Mommy has it on. And so isn't it beautiful? Absolutely beautiful. Anyway, no, you don't have to give me anything to be friends. We just, I don't know, just lifted it lifted my spirit today. It really did, because I thought I looked good too. I love my Delta box dress. Woo-wee. And so let's continue with this whole friendship thing. When we finished with that friendship, while we were there, I saw now I went blank on the name. Tina used to be a waitress at Chick-fil-A, the old Dwarf House. And why I went blank on her husband's name. But anyway, Tina's the main one. And Tina, I was so glad. I hadn't seen Tina in a good 10 years. And they live in Gatlinburg, maybe Tennessee or something. They raised the grandchildren or something like that. But anyway, they both retired from Chick-fil-A. And I was just glad to see them, because when I had chemo the first time, breast cancer, because you know I had breast cancer, then colon cancer, and then colon cancer. So anyway, the chemo was so bad. I had they have a scientific name, but they used to call it red devil. And I used to take that chemo. Lord, it was so bad. I was so sick. I've been a sick woman. And I used to go sit in the Chick-fil-A. And they would see me come in. I know I look drained. How you could look pale, I don't know, but I know I did. I just could hardly make it sometimes. And I would go sit, and I couldn't eat anything but the soup. You know, I would just sit there, try to get myself together. And when I wouldn't go there, it was a woman named Pam. She worked in women's at Macy's. And I would go all the way out to Macy's, Lenox Square. And I look at the pretty clothes, and I would just sit there, because I didn't really think I was going to live, you know. And these women were befriended me and encouraged me. And I would be crying. And when my daughter wasn't around, my daughter was working maybe at the time. Yes, she was. And some days it was just rough. So I would entertain myself by taking myself to the Chick-fil-A and Dwarf House, or Macy's women's, which was downstairs at the time. It was a woman named Pam. I don't know what she is, but maybe somebody can find that Pam at Macy's Lenox. And Tina, and her husband's name began with an R. I don't know why, I can't forget. Tina was at Chick-fil-A. So why am I talking about? I'm talking about different friends at different times, at different levels. God sends you angels, you know, just to take care of you. People come into your life, you don't see them. I was so happy to see them today. And people didn't know what was going on, because she called my name, and I was like, oh my God, because I know their story, and they knew my story. And to see them, the timing of it, I had to leave the meeting with my classmates at a time I had an urgency to leave. I wanted to sit and talk, but I'd already told Wayne is so on time. Lord have mercy. I love him for that. Just like, don't tell him a time and you're a minute late. That just ain't gonna work with Wayne. So I had an urgency to leave, but I felt a certain urgency to leave. I said, I better go. You know, I said, he's gonna be surprised. I'm gonna get there early. So I got there, and then it was we couldn't get to where he wanted to sit. For both of us to be able to get up, because it's hard for me to get up out of booze now. You know, you're trying to get up all cute, and you got to get 2 or 3 people to help you get up. That doesn't look good. So we had to wait. And right where we had to sit, I couldn't see the people in there. They had their back turned, and I wasn't really paying attention. And when I got ready to sit down, she saw me. Tina did. And that, God's timing. and they were getting ready to go, but they were delayed because her husband was talking to somebody, and she was just sitting there. And then I came in. I tell you, it warmed my heart. I just want to share these stories with you today about friends. You have some friends somewhere you haven't spoken to in a long time. Call them up. Call them up. It's a song we got. Call them up and tell them what you want. It's a church song, you know. I know you all say, I know that girl. No, she ain't wild, all that churchy. Oh, I'm not all that churchy now, because I will. I'm Georgia Young's daughter. And that says, anybody who knows Georgia Young, you didn't cross my mother. Not at all. Was at church when the doors open, but don't do it. Don't cross her. I'm the same way. I'm not the one. But my daughter is the pastor, not me. And so that I have to atone to that. Me and God had to work that out. But I just don't like it when people cross me. But by the same token, I'm getting better with it. I guess because the older I get, I'm like, girl, that list is long. You got to atone. You got to tell God a lot. You better cut back on some of that. But I wanted to talk to you about friends. Just what it means to be friends. I want you to go on YouTube and listen to What Happened to Friendship? Are we all cross? What happened to friendship? Are we all lost? Is love dying? Is love lost? We need to be friends. It's a nice song. I wrote that song. It was some brokenheartedness going on, but it goes with the play. I talked to Kenny Leon. At least I tried, but you know he's a big time star now. He can't talk to little people like me anymore. He doesn't do that. So you know I wanted somebody to do my play. Ain't nobody dancing. I did get one person, but then when I got it all together, I didn't have the money. So I just wait till God makes a way. But think about your friends. Think about your friends this weekend. Give people a call. Say hello to people, you know. Georgianne doesn't work on the weekend. Oh, yes, I got the word. Gravitropic. That's what Georgianne would be. Gravitropic. That's digging in the sand, getting in the dirt, going down, planting her roots, reading books, preparing herself for the next phase. What about you? I love you. You know I do. And the good thing about it is you can't do anything about it. God is love. And I want you to enjoy your weekend. You know, and let me take my glasses off again so you know. I want you to enjoy your weekend. I want you to call somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time. I want you to reach out. Whatever you were mad about, you don't even know what you all were mad about anymore. You don't have any idea. Think about it. You know, people can be cruel. Now, there's some people I have just crossed off the list. I just tried to took them out my heart because they just hurt my heart so badly. So I got to take my own advice on some of this, you see. But I feel like I just don't need to be around some people right now because they have just denied. It's still blood. I can still feel the pain with the blood and the stabbing in my back. You know, but I'm a big girl. And that's what I want you to be. I want you to be a big girl. When you see them, you say, hello, how are you doing? And keep going. You know, you don't have to be mean. I'm not mean. I just don't have anything to do with some people. You know, but I think you should, if it's somebody you really love, if it's somebody you really love, if it's somebody you really, really, really love, have you told them? Do you know how long you're going to be on the earth? Do you have the now? Because the now is already the past. Ooh, don't think I'm smart. I learned that from Myron Golden or Miles Monroe. I can't remember which one. But the now is already the past. So who do you really love? Do you love yourself? Don't forget, I always say love yourself. All right, darlings. You know Georgianne doesn't do weekends. I love you. And you can't do anything about it.